This is Krishna Gopal, and you've been watching me on my Padi Hai with KG series of videos that I keep posting from time to time. My audience is typically younger professionals, either MBA students passing out or young professionals, software professionals in IT industry wanting to shift into a sales career. IT industry is very big, and I've done this very successfully at the firm that I work, which is Tech Mahindra, where we ran a program called AIM that sought to identify young software engineers and converted them to entry-level sales professionals. The transformation is not very easy. But at the same time, it has been very satisfying over these many years to create young professionals. And I continue to do this with a few MBA schools that I engage with, and also with, of course, some hires from MBA colleges that we do from time to time. Now, something very fundamental, right? In the sales world, the fundamental thing that you pursue is what I call as BBC, which is book, bill, and collect. And I wanted to elaborate on this because I find that when you talk about BBC and book, bill, and collect, I can see question marks in the faces of the youngsters. What is this? And I thought, hey, it should have been known to them by now if they are working in the software industry, but they don't know it. And I'm actually doing an ABC here, alphabets for other people, but for youngsters, this may be valuable as they start off their journey becoming salespeople in the IT industry. So book means when you get a purchase order or when you get a contract, then you book the order. And that's the joy, that's a thrill, winning the PO, winning the contract, winning the SOW is the thrill. And that's when you book the business, right? $1 million business is booked. But when you deliver on the milestones, the order, whether it is the first milestone in the old waterfall methodology, it was requirements capture, there was SRS and low-level design and high-level design and all of that configuration. So there were milestones, the same milestones that you see when you buy a house, slab 1, slab 2, slab 3. So as the milestones get completed as per the contract, then you sign it off with the customer and you raise an invoice. When you raise an invoice, it is recognized as revenue. It is called billing. Bill, invoice, same, right? So bill is billing. And when you bill, you recognize it as revenue and it shows, and you are reporting the revenue to the field, to the markets, right? The revenue. Revenue is the first big milestone in the journey of the customer and in the journey of the vendor to show that they have billed so much against that particular contract. The final thing is, of course, when you raise the revenue, when you raise the invoice, you have to still go and collect the money, isn't it? Because the invoice, there will be terms, 30 days, 60 days, 45 days, 90 days, 120 days even many times. From the date of the invoice, the customer will pay in so many days. And many times they don't pay on time. So it is a responsibility of the salesperson to chase, to keep track and make sure that the money is collected as per what is written in the invoice and as per what is agreed in the contract. Somebody once told this to me when I was young in a very cruel manner that LOI is, by the way, letter of intent. Letter of intent, they said, was toilet paper. Yes, you can celebrate and cut a cake, etc. But it's of no use. It's only when there is a binding contract or a purchase order or an order is in hand that something tangible is there to report. Okay, so book is the purchase order, the contract, the SOW. LOI is even before that. And the real achievement is when you get the money in the bank. Well, that's when you can start paying salaries and spending, right? So book is good. You can report it and say there's a win, etc. Bill, very good. You start to show revenue in your books. You can report it to the markets that your revenue is growing. And collect is the real thing. As a salesperson, when you collect and bring the money in, that's when you have achieved. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this, especially the youngsters getting into the sales force and aspiring to become salespeople in the IT industry. Today, you have learned what is the BBC of selling in the IT industry. Thank you very much. This is Krishna Gopal signing off.